Hi guys, I'm back recording another video, which is really exciting. So let's dive straight in because the topic today is really juicy and it's one of my favorite topics to talk about. And it's about how do we stop this voice, or how do we turn the volume down on this voice that's in our heads, ranting and raging when it comes to feeling good about ourselves, when it comes to eating that food that we want to eat, when it comes to wearing that clothing that we want to wear, or any other thing that is going to empower us and make us feel better about ourselves in regards to healing our relationship with food and our body. Now, I know a lot of you can understand what I mean when I talk about this voice. I used to call this voice my skinny bitch. I know some people call the voice their mean girl. Other people might have a specific name for the voice. But whatever the voice is named to you, regardless, this voice is really nasty. And, I used to hear this voice at key moments, I suppose. For example, if I was eating something that was off limits, I would hear the voice come in and say things along the lines of, losing your self-control. I knew that you couldn't do this for long anyway. That's going to make you fat and you're going to have to, go to the gym for twice as long tomorrow to burn that off. You're hopeless, da-da-da-da-da. Or sometimes I'd hear the voice when I was, getting ready to go swimming and I'd put on my bathers and I'd, catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I would hear the words fat, ugly, disgusting. You can't subject this to other people. Everybody's going to think that you're ugly, all this sort of stuff. So how do we stop this voice? And if you are one of my VIP subscribers, one of my lovely tribe have asked me this question in my Q&A Facebook session tonight. So the Q&A Facebook session, just for those who don't know, is in line with a 5-day free mini course that I'm releasing, and I'm going to be releasing it on Monday, the 7th of December. So if you want in on this course, please go to practiceglow.com and sign up. You're going to grab 2 free goodies while you wait, which is my ebook and my audio series. So that will be a special offer for this December 2015. So if you're watching this video after this point in time, unfortunately, you won't get that freebie. But that's okay because I've always got other freebies for you. So let's talk about this voice. I want you to know that whenever you take action towards moving from where you are to where it is you want to be, or closer to where it is you want to be, this voice is going to come out of nowhere. It's going to get louder. It's going to get nastier. And basically, this voice has what I call a protective function. This voice basically is a response to fear. This voice wants to keep you safe. It really does. It often has a purpose too. Sometimes I'm so bloody thankful that I have this voice that wants to keep me safe, because I would have done some really crazy things without it. But when it comes to food, when it comes to your body, there is no place for this voice to be calling the shots. There's no place for fear to be ruling your life. So rather than butt heads against this voice, because I find if I get into this, nasty dialogue with the voice, it's only going to get angrier and angrier. And I've never had success, telling it to fuck off or whatever else. So what I recommend doing, and this is a tip from Big Magic by Liz Gilbert, and I just absolutely love that book. So if you haven't read it, there's a big tip in itself. But Liz Gilbert talks about having a fear welcoming speech. And basically what she does is she knows that whenever she's trying to achieve something positive for herself, from a place of empowerment, and for you guys, this is so relevant to food. Whenever you're trying to better your situation, whenever you're trying to put one foot in front of the other and take positive action, it is so easy for fear to come along. We know this. So Liz Gilbert says that she has accepted that whenever she's going to make positive change, fear is going to come along. So she already expects it, which can, I suppose, soften the blow a little bit. I mean, it does for me, but, see what happens for you. Then she's got this speech by which she says, "Hi, Fear, I knew you were going to come along. I expected you to, because I know that whenever I try to make positive change, you come along. So I'm happy for you to be here. Like, that's okay. I guess I have to be. But you know what? If you want to come along for this ride, there's no way that you're calling the shots. There's no way that you're driving the car. There's no way that you're, having any say as to where we're going, what the destination is going to be. That's my job. I'm happy for you to sit over there, but in terms of the directions, that's all up to me. So you've got a choice. You can stay or you can go." And I've tried this myself, and it is so helpful. So that's my tip for you for this video today. Rather than get caught up worrying about fear and thinking there's something wrong with you, I just want you to stop, and I really want you to forgive yourself, because that is one of the very most important things to do with this whole process. To understand that what is happening for you is meant to be happening. This fear that you're meant to be feeling is actually quite normal. And the voice that you're hearing, that is a normal voice. There are so many of us with eating issues that also hear that voice. So don't feel that you're isolated. And I really want you to know that by, having more of a compassionate approach to this voice, and just understanding that all it wants to do is protect you, but that you don't need it even still, I think will help you out. So try this. Write a fear welcoming speech, and then when you need it, pull it out of your pocket. Pull it out of that piece of paper, in your jeans pocket, in your handbag, whatever. Read it to yourself, and keep reading it until you can really embrace those words. I remember I did something along these lines before I read Big Magic, and I once had to say this particular line to myself about 1,000 times before I could move on. But you know what? The day that I decided to commit to saying that, the day that I decided to commit to sticking with it and saying it those 1,000 times, was the day that I started to take the power back. It was the day that my self-confidence, that I could actually beat this voice, and I could actually not let it bug me or not give a shit about it, was the day I got some power back. And I can tell you, the second time I did it was so much easier. Third time I did it, even easier. And then before long, it was just a subconscious process that was going on. I wasn't even aware really that I was doing it. So a bit of practice and a heck of a lot of persistence, and I absolutely believe in you. And I'll see you next week with another video. Bye.